Hey guys, it's me, Nicole here, and I am joined by...
Mayte, what's up?
How you been? It's like, what is today? I don't even know what day it is anymore. It's Tuesday.
Tired. How are you doing?
My butt has been hurting recently, and I'm like, what am I doing to my butt?
What are you doing to your butt, Nicole?
You know how, like, after, like, a really intense workout, you can feel, like, the muscles of your butt are just, like, sore?
Are you working out again?
No, I haven't worked out since, like a month or two before quarantine.
The struggle.
There was, like, a 5-year period where I worked out 10 hours a week, every week. It was, like, hardcore. But age and whatever, I just stopped caring.
I feel that.
So I know what it feels like to, like, really work out your butt. But I'm not working out anymore. And I'm like, why is my butt feeling like this? And it's not like I'm, like, doing anything at work that's different. So yeah, that's that. And, you know, we're still, I guess, coping with, like, everything that's going on in the world. And one of the things that's going on in the world is, like, have you been paying attention to all this, like, election stuff?
I really haven't.
Yeah.
Just because of who is running. And at this point, it's like a lose-lose. And you just gotta go with the lesser clown.
I saw this post on Tumblr a week or so back, and it said the system we have now, it's not perfect, and it's like public transport. Like, if you need to get to somewhere and you look at the bus schedule and you're like, well, none of them are going to where I want to go, so I'm just going to sit at home and lock myself in my room and do nothing. But the smart thing to do and the more productive thing to do is to look at that bus schedule and see, okay, what bus is going to take me as close as to where I want to go as possible. I'm going to get on that bus. I'm going to let it take me there. And then once we're there, then I'm going to figure out my next step. That's the way we got to look at it. It's like, yeah, our system is jacked up and it's not right and it's not fair, but we have to make it work for us. And like you said, nobody is perfect. Honestly, anybody right now has got to be better than what we have.
Yeah, we need to get this Cheeto out of here. I'm so done with him.
I remember last election. I remember seeing some people say that they weren't going to vote. And like the post said that they weren't going to vote because it doesn't matter in my state. My state is going to go this way, whether I vote or not. And, like, that may have been true. You're not just voting for yourself. You're voting for the people who are in most danger. Right. And so it's like, you may feel like your life isn't going to change no matter who's in office. But you got to think about your neighbors and you got to think about your friends and your community. It's like, maybe you're not in danger of losing anything, but maybe, like, your trans friend at work, maybe they're worried. A lot has been made of Glee having, like, this renaissance, this year, and, like, it has so many new viewers, so many young viewers, and there's probably several out there, maybe their first year that they're eligible to vote. And so I think it's really, really important that you do your homework and you get out there.
It's important.
Yeah, go to vote.gov and it'll sort of guide you through depending on, like, where you are in the United States, and it'll tell you, like, what you need in order to register. Some states require different things in order to enroll. Just do that, you guys, for real.
Please, for real.
We don't need another 4 years of this dude. I remember the night he was elected. Do you remember that night?
I can't forget it.
I remember crying. I was crying. Yeah. And the thing is, like, I wasn't even crying for myself. I was crying for my nephew. He was a baby at the time, and, like, all I could think is, like, I don't want him to be growing up in this.
All he's done is currently dividing this country. Brought out the evil, and, like, well, we knew they were there. He gave them a front seat.
He gave them a voice. He gave them a platform. Exactly. Yes. And I remember a lot of people saying, you know, back then, well, I don't like Hillary and da-da-da-da. Hillary wasn't a perfect candidate either, you know? But you know what? If we had put her in office, I don't think we would have lost as many American lives during COVID because, you know what? She would have put people in place who knew what they were doing, and she would trust their expertise. I'm not saying it wouldn't be bad. I'm just saying it would not have been as devastating, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
We would be like other countries that are on, because I mean, there's countries that are still getting hit hard.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like we maybe would have been like, maybe like New Zealand. I don't know, being optimistic here, like with the cases that went down so fast because they shut down everything so quick, you know?
Yeah.
Instead of saying stupid shit. Anything political, like, I'm just exhausted, y'all.
I watched this video that Alana Glazer and Abby Jacobson did. It's called, like, a cheat sheet to voting. And it's like, you know, it gives you some info about, like, why it's important, how to go about it. And one of, like, the things she starts the video off by saying is, like, the system is weird and complicated. And that's sort of, like, how they set it up is because they want you to feel overwhelmed. They want you to feel like you're stupid. Because if you feel that way, it's like you don't want, you know, you're going to sort of just like brush it off. We need to feel uncomfortable, and we need to, even if it's like exhausting, we need to do the work. I'm going to do the work. I just think that's important.
Santana and Brittany would want you to vote, so vote.
They would be voting for their rights and for the rights of like their friends and family. And if we have another 4 years of this dude, he's gonna divide us even more, and he's gonna try to roll back all the progress we've made. Do it for your country and for Santana and Brittany. In the Gleeverse, who would be president right now? Sue was vice president in 2020. Onto a lighter subject. I found this really silly OTP questionnaire thing, so let's just do it. Who eats the other's uneaten pizza crusts?
Wait, what?
Britannia, order pizza. And you know there's there's always one person who's like, I don't eat the crusts, and tosses them aside.
I'm that person.
So, who tosses the crust aside, and who eats the other's uneaten pizza crusts?
Santana doesn't like the crust. Brittany eats it. I don't know though.
It could go either way, because you know how Santana feels about breadsticks. Although crusts are not breadsticks, they are bready. I feel like she's a big bread person.
Unless the crust is like cheesy. You know how Pizza Hut does like cheesy crust?
Oh, I hate that. So yeah, Brittany would be down with cheesy crusts.
You're right, it could go either way.
Okay. So, who worries about what they will look like when they are older?
Santana.
Yeah.
No question. No hesitation.
Okay, this isn't like on the questionnaire, but who do you think gets the first gray hair?
Santana.
Yeah.
and I don't want to expose you like this, but I feel like she would be very much like you.
Yeah.
When you freak out about your gray hair.
Okay, so dudes, I have like jet black hair. It's pretty much like Santana, dark. 1 or 2 grays. And like, luckily, it's mostly all underneath. So you don't really see it unless I put my hair up. But it still bothers me that it's there. I feel like Santana would absolutely have a meltdown over her first gray hair. And Brittany would be like, you're still beautiful. You're still...
Definitely.
Yeah. Aww.
Somebody write that as a fic right now.
Who hogs the blanket?
I feel like these are all like Santana we need questions. You know how there's that one line where Brittany was like, I dance in my sleep sometimes?
Uh-huh.
I feel like that could correlate with her hogging the blanket because she's dancing while she's sleeping, so she just takes the blanket. But maybe like if Santana's being like a baby on a cold winter night, she's definitely hogging it.
Yeah, I love that. Oh, baby Santana. Who is more likely to cry over a sad book or movie?
See, I always go to Santana because the sensitive side of her ridiculousness.
Uh-huh. I think Brittany is very open and in touch with her emotions, so she would too. But I feel like Brittany would cry and she wouldn't think anything of it. However, I think Santana would cry, but she would try to hide it.
Yeah.
And like,
for sure.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Exactly.
Something like that. I don't know. Who talks smack while playing video games?
Come on. I think they both probably talk a good amount of smack to each other.
But I think Santana is the one who gets really upset when she loses and throws her controller on the ground and just like, whatever, I'm done with this.
She probably gets super into it. Like,
yeah.
She's the type to, like, grab your remote while you're playing to mess you up.
Yeah. Who would accidentally set the kitchen on fire while cooking?
If we're going by canon or whatever, Brittany.
Did she set something on fire?
Well, she's not good at cooking, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody else writes that in their fic that she's just not a good cook or a baker or whatever.
Sidetrack. Speaking of baking, and Britanna, has everyone went and read Riz's Cupcake Battles fic?
Who's Riz? I don't know who that is.
Oh, dang. Riz, as Where's My Naya, she did this really sweet little AU where it's based around like a baking show. Brittany is a contestant, Santana is like critical judge, and Love blooms.
I don't know who that writer is, but I'll check it out. I'm just kidding, y'all. Y'all check that out because it is really cute, especially after all that happened.
Yeah.
It was a good comforting thing. I don't want to give her. This gonna stroke her ego, bro. She got a good of like it was like a glimpse of Naya almost when she wrote Santana in that. It was dope. It was just dope.
I think it's like the fanfic equivalent of like eating cotton candy. Super fluffy and tasty, and it's like it's just perfect. It just like melts in your mouth.
A good way to describe it.
So everybody go check out Cupcake Battles by Where's My Naya. It's just like a sweet palate cleanser. And we all need that right now, let's be real. Okay, what's their most common argument?
Who leaves the shoes around the house?
Yeah?
Who keeps leaving the shoes around the house? Like, I feel like Brittany's probably like hella messy.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Santana is very sort of rigid in a way. When it comes to her surroundings, everything has to be beautiful and pristine. And Brittany is very laid back, carefree. Oh yeah. I definitely see that.
I feel like that's what they would argue about the most.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Santana's like, why do you have like 1 million bottles of water in the room? You don't even drink all of them.
Oh man, that's me. What is their favorite feature on their partner?
I feel like maybe Santana really like Brittany's freckles, and Brittany really loves puppy dog eyes.
You know, in all of my fics, I always throw in a line or two about Brittany being very attracted to Santana's dimples. In canon, like on the show, Brittany has never mentioned Santana's dimples. Nobody really has, but I really love Santana's dimples, Naya's dimples. I think they're just so adorable, and so I always throw that in because like I have a soft spot for them.
Oh yeah. I can't believe nobody's ever really mentioned that.
I mean, I see it every once in a while, but I can't believe it's like not a thing that's like more common. On the flip side of it is, I think Santana probably really appreciates Brittany's dancer legs.
Oh yeah.
Which is very much a thing in fanfic.
Them dancer abs too.
Yeah.
Dang, bro, they were really attractive together, huh?
Which one is always stubbing their toe and screaming about it?
Brittany. Brittany, because I don't care what nobody says. If you're a dancer out there, we're the most uncoordinated people ever.
Oh, dang.
We just be doing stupid shit like that. I freaking stubbed my toe on the edge of the bed millions of times.
Oh, man.
Brittany definitely has. And Santana's taking care of her, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Her outfit and all.
Which one likes to get up in the middle of the night and loudly make themselves a snack?
Santana.
I feel like she would probably be the emotional eater.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Who is always suggesting they get another pet?
Brittany. I feel like Brittany would do some crazy shit, like go to an animal shelter just to like volunteer or something and come home with like 2 more cats.
Oh, Santana would be mad, but she would fall in love. Who whispers inappropriate things in the other's ear during inappropriate times?
Ooh, Brittany to Santana, for sure.
Who needs more assurance?
Santana, maybe?
Yeah, Santana for sure. Mm-hmm.
I feel like she's second guess herself a lot.
I feel like no matter how far she goes, in terms of, like, acceptance and all that kind of stuff. Like, there's always, like, this tiny part of her that's always going to be insecure. And so she always needs, like, that gentle encouragement that Brittany gives.
Sidetrack question.
Okay.
Do you think Santana ever feels a way about Brittany being bisexual?
I don't think so. Everybody has their different interpretations. I don't like to write her, or I don't like to, like, headcanon that. I feel like she is confident of their love, and it's like, yeah, Brittany's bisexual. That's a part of who she is. My Santana doesn't feel like Brittany will ever stray, boy or girl. Like, Brittany has made her commitment, and she's with me. She's made that promise with me for the rest of her life. And so I don't really.
I only ask because I see in the fandom, I see, like, a lot of debate about that. And then about that one line that Santana said in season 5.
Yeah, when Danny comes on the scene, there's some... Yeah. And I absolutely understand why the fans were upset, because that was pretty gross. And, yeah. So, I mean, everybody has their different interpretations. I just like to imagine my Santana as being, like, more evolved than that. And also, I like to think of that as, like, the writers being stupid and gross, and not Santana being that way.
It's like they weren't educated on sexuality almost, You can tell it was a dude that wrote that shit.
We're sidetracked here, but talking about interpretations, I recently recorded an episode with LK and her partner, Jay. We mentioned that everybody has their own interpretations of Brittana and Santana, and how one of the really cool things about, like, the fandom and fan fiction specifically is, like, you can find the fic writer who writes the Santana that you want to read. And it's like, it might not be okay, and it might not be me, but it might be somebody else that really, like, they write the Santana that, like, you get, that just, like, clicks with you. So I think that's sort of amazing. It's like, you get all these versions of Santana, and you just gotta find, like, the fic writer that writes the Santana you want to read, you know? And I was actually thinking about this the other day too, is how, and this is gonna sound really like I'm up my own ass or whatever, but my favorite Santana is my Santana. And that's not to say that other people's Santanas aren't amazing and hilarious and deep. But I think if you ask any fic writer, like, who writes your favorite Santana? They're gonna say, oh, my favorite Santana is mine.
You're Santana. I relate to your Santana.
It's because I write her as a dumbass, and, like, I am a dumbass myself, so we speak the same language, you know? Facts.
You notice how when you ask me for ideas, I kind of, like, bounce off of that, because I just know that's how Santana's about to be.
Yeah.
Because we're just dumbasses.
Mayte and I are always sending each other memes, and we're like, this is Santana right here. Ooh, I got a good one. So, the question is, who cuts the other's hair? But I'm gonna sort of rephrase this, and I'm gonna be like, in quarantine, who cuts the other's hair, and who wrecks that shit? Do you think Santana would trust Brittany with scissors and her hair? Santana and her hair?
I mean, I would.
Really?
I think, look, okay, if we're talking about high school Brittany, no, I'm not trusting her. I'm definitely not trusting her. But if we talk about adult Brittany, yes, I think I would trust her. And I can also see Santana doing Brittany's hair. I don't know, bro. It's a lose-lose.
Because, like, even though, like, older Brittany is probably, like, a little bit more responsible and wouldn't just do something wild, I think, like, adult Santana has feelings about her hair. Like, I have feelings about my hair. I feel like my hair is my superpower. I feel like it's just me, but, like, my long hair is just, like, a part of my appeal. And not to say that people with short hair are any less attractive or anything like that. It's just, like, long hair. I get hit on a lot when I have my hair, like, long, and it just, yeah.
Ooh, Nicole's feeling herself now.
I'm just saying. I feel like I look my best when I have my long dark hair and it's just working. And I feel like the relationship I have with my hair is probably the relationship Santana has with her hair. And so I feel like she would be nervous to give that power over to anybody except her stylist.
I mean, yeah, I get that because I very much am like that too. I'm very picky about who cuts my hair.
Uh-huh.
And like during quarantine, I just let that shit grow. I wasn't letting nobody cut my hair. Not my mom. Hell no, not my dad. Not my friend. Nobody. I wasn't letting nobody touch it. Santana will probably be the same way.
I don't know who would cut the other's hair. Ooh, a good one. What do their friends and family think of the relationship?
I think they love them. Both of them. I think they're very supportive.
So, when Tina, Sugar, Quinn, Mercedes, like, say they all get together for brunch one day and they talk Britannia, what do you think they say?
100%. I feel like Mercedes is just like, I'm 100% done with Santana and Brittany. I can't sleep.
Yeah.
They're always doing it everywhere. I mean, I feel like they're probably all supportive, but like, low-key roasting them at the same time. Oh,
yes, exactly. Specifically Santana. I feel like they would really roast Santana.
Definitely. It's like Brittany is off limits, but when it comes to Santana, it's like fair game.
Yeah. Okay. Who would have to bail the other out of jail?
Brittany's bailing Santana out of jail, for sure. I don't know for what. There's probably many scenarios, in the stupidest scenarios.
What do you think they do when they're away from each other? Say there's like a work thing and they have to spend a week away from each other. Like, who takes it like harder?
Santana. She's a baby.
She is. She is the babiest baby to ever baby in the history of babies.
Quote Nicole on that because that was good.
She would be like 2 days in, she'd be just like, I can't do this. I don't know how I'm going to live without her. Taking it too dramatic. Sprawled out on the floor in her underwear, sobbing.
With a half bottle of wine.
Yeah, sobbing. Okay, who takes longer to shower? Did I already ask this one? This is hard because I could imagine it two ways. I imagine Brittany she just likes to relax in there and it's like soothing for her. But on the other end, I'm like, I feel like Santana is probably a bathroom singer and she probably puts on full on concerts in the shower. So she's like, I gotta finish this song. I can't get out now.
Maybe it's both. Maybe they're just both.
Maybe they both shower together and they
probably.
It's canon, so.
Yeah, true.
How do they make up after a fight?
I don't want to just go, make up that. No, I feel like it's probably something really cute.
Yeah.
Like a cute little talk and then Brittany is bringing her breadsticks. Like, I'm sorry, baby.
a bouquet of breadsticks.
Yes.
Favorite non-sexual activity?
Dancing?
Oh, yeah. No, but that actually, it really makes sense for their characters. Dancing is like their thing, one of their things. And I really love that. I really love, like, how important dancing is to them. And I like that it's so uniquely theirs because it's like, it's not a Klain thing and it definitely isn't a Finchel thing because Finn can't dance. So I love that it's like dance is one of the ways that they let their bodies speak to each other. And I love that it's just theirs.
Oh, I had this project before, like, everything happened.
Yeah.
Where I was gonna draw all their dance scenes, like, the evolution of Britannia.
Yeah.
I might still do it, but I don't know. It's probably gonna take me a while now.
Oh, man, I love that idea. Because, again, it's just so... I don't like Klain and I don't like Finchel, but I think each ship has, like, these little signatures. Mm-hmm. These little things that just belong to them. What would be their theme song? What song do you think Brittany would be like, this is our song, babe?
Oh.
I know they did it on the show, and it's, like, super obvious. We Found Love always reminds me of, like, the Glee version and the original version always reminds me of Britannia.
I love that.
They would each choose a song that they think would be their song, and for Brittany, I think it would be We Found Love, and I think for Santana, it would be something a little more somber and serious and, like, romantic.
Like a ballad.
Yeah.
Ooh, I would love to hear what you guys think of that. Like, drop some suggestions. That would be dope. I would love to hear what y'all would pick as Brittany song.
So, I think that's gonna be it for this episode. I just want everybody out there to remember to take care of yourself. We were already going through it with 2020, and I know the last month or so has been really, really hard, and just know I'm right there with you. And if you're looking for people to talk to, remember there's the Brittany Discord. I myself haven't been very active on there, and just because it's hard. I don't know. It's like, I love everybody there, and I love what brought us there, which is Brittany, but it's hard for me to open up and stuff. I'm still, like, really feeling it. Not to be a downer, but I still cry every freaking day.
It's still fresh.
And so it's okay to feel your feelings, but just know that you're not alone, because other people are, like, right there with you. And do something productive. Do something that makes yourself happy. Watch something silly.
We're doing a Drag Race rewatch at our own pace, but if you guys would like to join.
Yeah, we just started it. We're kind of discussing it in the Discord in one of the rooms. I don't know if anybody has watched Drag Race or not, but, like, when it comes to Drag Race guest judges and Glee guest stars, there's, like, a weird correlation. Like, you're gonna see Demi Lovato, you're gonna see, Adam Lambert, you're gonna see Kristen Chenoweth, Cheyenne Jackson, like, and that's just a handful of them. But there's, like, a weird correlation there, and I'm like, Drag Race is, like, the Glee of reality shows, in that it is buck wild, you guys.
And
like,
if you guys haven't yet, read Nicole Squirrel Friends, because it all comes together right there. She writes perfectly.
Amber has been on the show as a guest judge. Chris Colfer has been on the show, and of course Naya. And she was a fan of the show, and when she was on, she looked really, really happy, and she even said this is like a magical experience. So Naya was a fan, and so it's sort of nice to enjoy something that I know she enjoyed, and she was really proud to be a part of. It should hurt. It's like Drag Race has always given me joy. Naya has always given me joy. And so it feels sort of comforting to have, like, this little thing that's like, maybe I share with her. That's stupid, but whatever. We're all looking for comfort, and get it wherever you can get it. And if that's where I get it, hey.
We all have our joys.
So again, take care of yourselves. Check in your fandom friends.
Peace.
Bye.